Starting streaming. I think we're live.
Oh.
Like 99% sure we're live.
Alright, guys. Hello, this is Annalise, and I'm speaking into the mic, and I'm not sure what's happening to this mic, actually.
It appears to not like you.
There we go.
There we go. Wow. Wow. What a day. Before we talk about the bloodbath that occurred today, because we're definitely going to get there, in order for me to even have that conversation, I'm so sorry. Can you beer me? Can I be beard, please?
Can I have one, too?
Would you also like to be beard? Can we make that too, Garcon?
It's been a long day, guys. It's been a really long day.
Has it been?
It's, yes.
Aside from like crypto stuff, like what has it actually been a long day?
It has been a long day.
I have like a murder story to tell you.
Well, I'm pretty sure we went to bed, like, almost at the same time, and I was up before you even...
7? Did you do 7?
No, I think I went to sleep at, like, almost 6.
Yeah, I did like 7:20 something.
Well, what time did you get up at?
Like 11.
Yeah, no, I was not even here at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I had, like, maybe 2 hours of sleep.
No, I lied. I went to sleep at like 9. I don't even know what I was doing. Something
Why?
obnoxious. I don't even know what I was doing. What was I working on last night? Oh, the business card.
You went to sleep at 9? Where were you?
I was working on the business card.
I was up. Where were you?
My room, probably.
I don't know. Anyways, guys, yeah, it's been a long day. And then on top of that, it's just been a really not great day in the market. Honestly, people are saying that this is like the first time. Warren Buffett is even freaking out.
Is he?
Yeah, he said that this is like, it took 89 years for something like this to happen.
Wow, really?
89 years. His entire life, never has he experienced
Global
something
reset, baby.
like this market right now. So he in himself is like, you know, he's not having it. And I mean, honestly, this is very unique. Like, Bitcoin literally, what Bitcoin was what at 9,000, 9 something, and what is it now?
It was
4?
over 9,000.
Almost 3.
No.
People are predicting that's gonna
It's
be
like 4.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yes, Bitcoin is. Last time I checked, Bitcoin was at 4,600.
All right.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. The whales are cashing in.
Oh, my bad.
People are cashing out. People are dumping their money, or well, they're dumping their Bitcoin for money.
That's nuts. Hold on.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. I went to, I kid you not, maybe 30 stores today.
Wiki, 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 my nigga. Oh, I forgot when I press enter, it breaks everything, so I can't do that.
Your hotkeys.
No, it's back. Yeah, I fucked up. Well, I didn't fuck up the hotkeys, but.
All right, guys. So
I got
where were we?
excited.
We were talking about
What?
my market. So sorry, Tim broke everything, but we were talking about the market. Everything is
Static?
negative right now. Doesn't matter what market you're looking at. There was only a few things that were positive. A couple futures that I saw that were in the green, but other than that, everything was mostly in the red. Whether it was crypto, housing, stock market, forex, oil, all of it. It was just bad. Even Carnival Cruise Line took a tank because they announced that they weren't going to do any more cruises. So if you were planning on going on a cruise, sorry, not sorry, you can't go. At least on a Carnival Cruise Line. So yeah, they lost their shares. Obviously tanked after that. After they announced that was no longer happening. The Major League Baseball team has also, I think, pushed back their season. The NBA, I think, pushing back their training. Everything is just like all over the place right now. It's making people really uncomfortable. Miami Music Week was actually this week. It got canceled. Started today, actually. It was the 13th through next week for spring break. That got canceled. Ultra got canceled. Just about every other conference has been canceled, from my knowledge. Fairs are being canceled. There was supposed to be a fair down the street from my house. That's canceled. Yeah, everything. Everyone's in a riot right now. I think Miami, the Miami-Dade schools canceled. Students are not going to school in Miami-Dade anymore.
Can someone who's
So-
watching the chat please tell me what the audio sounds like? Is
crazy.
it good? Because we were having audio issues. And
It's
I don't know what's going
crazy.
on. Oh, that's fire. I'm lit. Look at our website. Boom. The show's there. The chat's there. Boom. Look at that. How lit is that?
Oh, but it didn't stream to Twitter because you're banned.
Oh, it's not streaming to Twitter right now?
No.
It's been a rough week, man.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
a really rough week. Jeez. Anyways, at some point during the stream
Tim's
here,
in Twitter jail, guys, in case you don't know.
yeah, at some point during the stream here, I'm gonna pick some winners for some Bravo coin. Our friend Claire, who she works like different times now, so she doesn't really get to catch the stream usually when it's live, unfortunately. But she was there when we first talked about Bravo coin. So her Bravo versary either just passed or is coming up or whatever, because it's been like about a year since they've been on the stream or whatever. Ooh, excuse me. So she's gonna give away 2,000 Bravo coin, I believe it is.
Ooh,
And so one
2,000
person-
Bravo coin
I
giveaway.
believe one person gets 1,000, and then 2 other people get 500. I think it's on Twitter. The requisites were that you sent me an owl GIF, bonus points if you also use an emoji, and that you follow, Bits and Tokens, subscribe, all that stuff. So
Cool.
So we'll
Cool,
pick some
cool.
winners soon, but we gotta finish getting through this bloodbath first, cause this is.
Yeah, guys. So I think you were with someone when they bought in at like what you said 6,000.
What'd you say?
You were with Alejandro when you bought in at like 6,000.
Well, I wasn't with anyone who's gonna be named on the stream, and so that story now we can't tell. So congratulations. Perfect. None of my friends have ever bought Bitcoin, so FBI. So
What?
what?
What? What do you mean what?
I'm just saying, if the NSA is listening right now, I don't even know what Bitcoin is personally.
What? Anyways, okay. So an unnamed individual who's not named the name that I didn't name is not here, and they and I, because I bought in Bitcoin yesterday at 7,000, thinking that it was gonna be stable. Here we are, under 5,000. I woke up this morning and Bitcoin was under $6,000, and I mean, what else could I do besides gasp? But definitely, if Bitcoin hits about $2,000, I'm buying a whole one. There's no way. So just want to throw that out there. So this is actually exciting / a little like for anybody who had massive amount of like money in the market, if not all their money in the market, like, you know, terribly sorry. For somebody who like me is looking at this as a major buying opportunity, I'm excited. So
I mean, here's the thing.
waiting for the thing.
Here's the thing. It's kind of spicy. Hold on. This is really good. So here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Buying Bitcoin is a thing
Right.
that some people may do. You know, tax season. Personally, I've never bought Bitcoin in my life. I don't know that my account must have been hacked. I don't know. I bought it. It was on an exchange. I think. I don't know. The exchange got hacked. I don't have anything anymore. So, you know, no crypto for me. IRS, NSA, FBI, etc.
You're terrible. Anyways, moving on from that, Tim,
Hello.
strange man. So one of the things
Tell
that
nobody about my internet money holdings. Get out of here.
nobody's talking about your internet money holdings.
I'm just saying. You're over here talking about, oh, I'm gonna buy. Da-da-da. I'm
Yeah,
not buying
if it
nothing.
falls down to that amount, I would invest. That's all there is to it.
Not me. And if I was, I wouldn't tell anyone.
Sure. All right. So, Jerome looks very excited. One of the things that
You mean garçon?
yes, Garcon. Sorry. You're stupid. Okay. So, of course, this is all revolved around one thing: the coronavirus. So, is the coronavirus really the hype, or is this a sham? So I'm hearing both things both ways. There's some individuals who believe the coronavirus at this point is nothing more than a flu, and that it will pass, and that this is, silly and it doesn't make any sense. On the contrary, as we see the market and the rest of the world, everyone's freaking out, right?
All the money
There's a lot of
people are
people
freaking
who are
out.
freaking out. Now, sit here and think for a second with me. We've gone through the swine flu, we've gone through Ebola. Why have none of these diseases impacted us as much as corona? Have you noticed that? There have been other major, illnesses that have gone, bacterial infections that, even have reached here in the United States, but never has it been to this extent. One, probably because the contagiousness of the not swine flu of the coronavirus itself probably hasn't been replicated in past illnesses like Ebola or the swine flu, even though they were detrimental to places like Africa and South America.
Yeah.
But this just baffles me. Like, this is the one illness that's like driving people like insane, like it's the Black Plague.
Because it impacted Europe.
True.
That's where all the money gets made.
I feel like I feel like after it started, because even before it started hitting Europe, like major.
We're going through global warming facts.
We're going through global warming. Even before it started, like majorly hitting Europe, it was hitting
AIDS.
all the.
AIDS was an epidemic.
We're at a pandemic stage though now.
What does that mean?
So an epidemic is
that means that pandas are involved?
No, stop it, Tim.
Does this impact pandas?
No, this doesn't impact. Probably, honestly.
No.
All the pandas are in China. The Chinese own all the pandas.
Oh my god.
The Chinese own all the pandas. I need you to know that nobody actually owns a panda. The Chinese gift them to people.
First of all, listen. You're gonna stop telling people my facts, okay? Get your own facts. All right.
But is that not a fact?
Get your own facts.
It's a fact, dude.
You little fucking fact stealer.
Anyways, so you can make up that fact. Anyways, so where was I going? I was talking
You're going
about
to China to get me a damn panda.
I'm not going to China to get you a panda. I would never. You would not. You wouldn't even go to China.
Ever in my life, even before this situation happened.
Anyways,
Never.
So I feel like because China is technically considered one of the first world countries. This is a first world country getting infected.
Yeah.
Ebola, the swine flu, they infected developing countries. To third world countries, we like to call them developing countries. But I feel like because of that in itself,
Are all of them developing though, or are some of them just like kind of chilling?
so by definition,
Like,
they're developing.
But are any of them? But so developing means that there's more coming, right?
Right.
Like, what if some of them are just chilling? Like, third world's not really that bad. Like, we got fruit, we got water. Like, we're cool where we're at. We don't want cities and like.
I feel
Wi-Fi
like
and stuff.
individual tribes do that, but not like governments.
Right,
Governments
right.
always progress.
Well,
that's their initiative. That's what they preach to the people moving forward.
I mean, I preach a lot of stuff,
Right.
preach
But
about
the
not-
purpose
I
the
preach about
purpose
not
of the
buying
government
crypto.
is to improve the quality of life of the individuals residing in that place, city, thing, country, whatever it is.
Is that what it is?
The technical part, when you elect someone, what do they go? Oh, better schools, better this, better that. That is what they preach. That is their purpose.
Gee whiz.
That's what they talk about.
Hey.
Have you ever heard a government say, "Oh yeah, we're just not gonna do anything"? No one has ever ran on that.
Hey, listen, could have fooled me because
No one's ever run on, "I'm not gonna do anything."
from where I'm sitting. man's
Now,
not really out there
whether
doing
or
much.
not things do or do not happen is a different story. But the purpose of a government is to do that exactly.
I honestly, I just thought it was because their thumbs were cold and they just wanted to stick them up their asses and not do anything. I really thought that's what the whole purpose was. I mean, could have fooled me.
Could have fooled me.
Because in your example, technically they're not doing a great job. But by my example, I mean, they get like all A's, like flying colors type shit.
So I mean, and that so that's where governments get tricky because some people say yay, some people say nay, and that's the difference between local, state, and then federal.
We live in a
this case.
society.
So, I feel like because this affected a first world country at the level that it did and then continued to spread to other first world countries, this is where we are now.
Yeah.
That's why this is becoming such an issue.
I know somebody who is sick because she just had to cancel like a UK trip. Sick. Mad. Big mad.
Big man. I mean, so here's the thing, yo. It
Travel
happens,
bans,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy out here in these streets.
It happens. These are things that happen. These are things that, I guess you prepare when you watch The Walking Dead.
All right, I'm gonna be a really big asshole right now, and I have a question for you and for the viewers at home. Now, can we close our borders, like just for a little bit, while we sort this shit out? Like, can we do that now, or is it too much?
So I mean So here's the thing: when you say close our borders, that means that there are that. Because here's the thing: when you say borders, it's specifically the border between here, Canada, and then South America. That's what people say when they think borders.
Yeah, but check me out though, right? So like, there's a pandemic, right? Because pandas are involved, and so because of that, I mean, shouldn't we make sure that no one's just sneaking in, bringing the Wu flu on over? Shouldn't we be a little bit more critical about that?
No one who would sneak in would be bringing the flu, though.
You don't know that? How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because Mexico didn't have the Wu flu.
What if somebody, I can't, the travel ban from Europe, so I could just go in through Mexico, no big deal. What if we don't want the Europeans to come through Mexico? I'm just saying.
I mean, at that point in time, the government should take action. And I mean, if they don't want anyone from Europe here, they don't want anyone from Europe. But at the same time, it's spread way beyond Europe. It's now the Dominican Republic, actually.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yo peoples?
Yeah, honestly, it was the Italians. We're not going to lie.
What'd they do? They went there?
Well, Italy's infected, and then there was an Italian who went to the Dominican Republic, and then took him 10 days to actually seek medical attention before he realized that he had corona flu, and that's actually the same thing that happened here. So here we are.
Well, supposedly they say, like, within the first however long, like, you're the most infectious, but you don't have any symptoms. So,
yeah.
Like, that's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, so...
And supposedly it's not really, like, affecting children like that. So, like, they close schools preemptively because, like, kids will get sick and, like, not even, like, have any symptoms whatsoever, but be contagious as fuck. And then, like, pass it to parents and shit. But then obviously that's bad. Because then who cares for the children?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea that they're closing down schools. Harvard closed down, or is closing down on the 16th, I believe. FIU, Florida International University. I think there's 16 schools confirmed across the U.S. that are closing down. And I'm not sure how many school districts are, but, I mean, this is becoming a serious thing. My question is, universities at least are offering students the option of completing the semester online. What are public schools K through 12 offering students?
Free grades, yo. Fuck it. Everybody gets A's.
But it doesn't work that way, right? Like, the school should be prepared to switch to online. There is online school.
Oh, school's bullshit anyway. It doesn't fucking matter.
Well, sure, but, like, you have to learn how to spell and write before you can actually spread your wings, Like, it can't just...
Yo, read a fucking book, man.
Okay, listen, we're not going to have a bunch of Forrest Gumps running around, okay? Like, that's not happening. That's not happening, right? Like,
hey, yo, garçon.
The kids need to be at least educated to an extent, let's say.
You got me, fam?
So I feel like schools also need to start implementing, because they actually do require you to have an online class finished by the time you graduate high school. And then Broward County schools specifically that I know of, they have their online program. So, I mean, are they taking the steps to change students into that online program? Like, what's happening? Because there's obviously parents are concerned because now they have kids. They may or may not need to stay home from work. How are they supposed to be the breadwinners? I feel like that's something that's really driving people to cash out their money because now is that rainy day. Now is the time where they... Imagine if everyone got fired and everyone needed money at the same time. That's what's happening right now.
And now a word from our sponsors. Beer. Drink it.
Anyways, so I feel like that's really what's affecting the market because there's just so much that's happening. And it's not even like, the supermarket's going to close, we're going to run out of supplies. Not necessarily. I mean,
You know what's gonna happen?
Workers may get sick, and then that would be the issue.
You know what's gonna happen?
What?
I'm gonna go to Publix like an hour or ish ago, hour and a half ago, and there's only gonna be 2 registers open, and I'm gonna have to sit behind like 6 people in line, and I'm gonna fucking hate my life. That's what just happened, by the way.
Somebody told me that. Somebody told me I went to the store to buy like 2 things, and they had to stand in line for 45 minutes.
Bro, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. I don't know what's happening over here. Someone looks sad.
Yeah, I don't know. So I mean,
Wow, this is really good. Get those floral notes in there. It's like really good.
yeah, yes, Tim. Yes, Tim. So those are my thoughts about the market. Like I said, it's like it's as if everyone got fired and needs their rainy day money now, and that's why the market is taking such a toll. Apart from investors thinking, hey, because not Royal Canin, but Royal Caribbean.
Royal Canin.
Royal Caribbean is not going to do, or Carnival. The Carnival, not Royal Caribbean. Maybe Royal Caribbean will shut down too, but because Carnival is not doing their princess cruise anymore, now that's not making me money. They're not having passengers, so people are taking their money out of that. It's between those 2 things, because,
I heard they were giving people free drinks if they didn't cancel.
What?
I heard Carnival was giving out free drinks if people don't cancel. As like incentive. You know how they give you like sometimes like they'll give you like 2 free drinks a day or whatever? Mm-hmm. They're giving out just like, no, just come, just drink.
I mean, that's the all-inclusive trip, but
fucking booze
also
cruise. Travel prices are low. I'm about to go somewhere.
So I haven't checked the flights lately. I think my friend sent me a flight to Canada for like April. It was like $200 or something like that.
Nah, I've seen lower.
Which is not too bad. But
I've seen round trip to LA 102. 102 to LA. LAX.
Really?
From FTL to LAX 102.
That's crazy.
Round trip.
That's crazy.
$51 per.
Yeah. No, that's really cheap.
1 free bag.
Huh. Yeah, no, airlines. Well, here's
you
the thing.
Go to, where is it? San Fran, so we could rob the stores? Where's it that you can?
God.
Where's it that you can steal and it's not a big deal?
It's San Francisco.
Let's go. Let's fucking clean them out.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't familiar with the San Francisco law that was passed, if you steal under $900,
$950.
I'm sorry, $950, $50 away from $1,000, you will be given a citation.
Not arrested though.
So, because of that, videos have been going viral of people actually going into stores like Walgreens and wiping out makeup shelves, wiping out counters of things, just taking the most valuable items in the stores. So, here's what's going to happen, though. They're going to start locking up those items.
No, what's going to happen is I'm finna go over there and I'm going to run up a couple Xboxes and PSs a day, maybe some Switches, I don't know, and then just hightail it the fuck back over here. No big deal.
And you don't want the IRS to know that you're buying Bitcoin.
Listen.
I mean, I guess it's legal because you'll get a citation. But I mean, like,
I'm willing to accept a little citation, no big deal. Fuck it.
I keep hearing California's broken. California wants to break off of the United States. They want to be their own country. They want to be isolated.
I want California to I would like for them to actually figure out how to split the fault and get the fuck out of here. Listen to me,
California. Look at me in the camera right now. This law of people having the ability of taking up to $950 worth of retail a day, and they get only a citation. How much is a citation?
I don't know.
Like, I'm curious, just out of curiosity.
To be honest, though, like, just based on the numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, I don't know, maybe somebody who is definitely not me, I sure wouldn't do this, but somebody who isn't me might have a technique where, you don't ever pay for parking, and then you only get, like, 3 tickets a year, and then it's cheaper than actually paying for the parking. Maybe it works out the same way. Maybe the citation is worth it based on, I only get caught once every like 5 times, and I steal $950 every time on the fucking nose.
So I mean, here's the thing:
a hustle.
If the citation is worth the dollar value that you stole, at that point in time, it wouldn't be worth it anymore.
Right. Well, I mean, it would though, because if you're only getting caught every 5 times, then the citation could only be $950.
Well, sure, but let's say they invented some technology and you get caught every single time. At that point in time, it would not be worth it.
Some technology. Robots can't prove that it was me. What the fuck you talking about?
Tim, listen. Anyways,
y'all gonna trust a damn robot?
No,
that's crazy.
Calm down.
That's crazy.
This guy. All right. Anyways, so that law, California, oof. Anyone who has a business in that area, in the San Fran area, is very upset with you. I'll tell you that much. Because there's no way. There's no way. Because it's not like, oh, it's a citation and the business gets back their $9.50 a day per person that took $9.50 each day. Could you imagine if an entire Walgreens got wiped out day after day after day after day?
That's what's literally happening.
Well, they need to hire security, honestly, at
They
that
do,
rate.
but security can't touch you.
That's true.
They can't touch you, and because they can't touch you, if something's in your pocket and your hands are on it, they can't get that item back. So the only thing they can do is try to corral you without touching you and escort you out of the store.
That's outlandish, honestly.
California's fucking stupid.
That's
is what the
outlandish.
fucking problem is, and that's no disrespect to like the people that live in California, but the laws there just don't make sense. Like, so I forgot who it was that was speaking to me about some shit the other day, but like they put some shit in my mind where it's like people a lot of times are voting based on like the intent, but not what the actual outcome is, and they'll forgive a negative outcome or like a negative reaction to whatever they voted for based on, well, the intent was pure. So like I get it, this was supposed to be a thing where like we're not prosecuting homeless people for just not having a lot of money or whatever. Like, oh, everyone here is so rich, if the homeless need to steal some food or whatever, no big deal. So up to 950, we're not going to prosecute. It's just a citation.
But that's
in theory.
950. Who came up with that number?
I don't know, but in theory, it sounds like it's a good thing because it's quote unquote helping people. But sometimes when you're helping a specific set of people, you're harming the overall majority. So you always have to, when you're trying to figure out logically what's going to be the best move, what you should do is look at the totality of the situation, not just, okay, here's a marginalized whatever group of people. Let's help those people out to the detriment of everyone else. And you can't do shit like that. You got to look at like, okay, where's the most, loss actually occurring? And what's going to be the best, cheapest, fastest way to actually fix the actual issue instead of just putting a fucking Band-Aid on shit. That's what Cali does. They like to put Band-Aids on shit. Like, their gun laws make no sense whatsoever, and they don't actually help anyone.
If they really, really wanted to, like, give a pardon to the homeless people, literally what should have happened was, hey, no more than $10, $15, $20 a day. Something actually reasonable. And then the person has to be actually homeless. It can't just be a Joe Schmo because people are still going to take advantage of that law. Even if, oh, I can steal $20 of stuff a day, oh, done. No, if you get caught and, oh, you actually have a resident and you reside there, then that's it. Like, oh, you're going to jail. Because you're abusing the law at that rate.
But so the reason why that can't be a thing is because rights need to apply equally to everyone and laws need to apply equally to everyone or else it's not fair. I
don't know. Do all laws apply equally and rightfully to everyone?
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to, but they don't.
I am opposed to any law that does not apply equally to everyone across the board, unequivocally. I don't care who you are, what your status is, what it is in life. If it's not available to me, unfortunately, it should not be available to you. Now, that's not to say that certain government, access programs that require you to be under a certain threshold or whatever, I'm not referring to those. That's fine. If I make enough money where I don't need a specific type of assistance, that's one thing. But for there to be specific laws like, oh, you'll be punished more because you have a house than someone who doesn't have a house. Like, again, I get the emotional intent behind that, but logically, that's more damaging than it is.
I mean, kind of, because there's laws that... So for example, if you cash out your 401k.
Yeah.
If I cash it out and put it towards my student loans, I don't get a penalty. If not, I get a penalty. Even though it's money I put there.
Right.
I don't find that fair. I have other bills.
I feel you.
Why can't you put it towards my car loan or literally anything else?
I feel you. Investments and like money stuff is a little different. Although I'm not gonna sit here and say that you're right. It's your money, and me as a fucking red-blooded libertarian, I don't think you should ever tax anybody for anything. Honestly, I really don't believe in taxes. And I actually had a very interesting conversation with somebody, and he really helped me sharpen the fuck out of my sword because he was just so wrong, and like I was trying to be as eloquent as possible, but it was on Facebook, and this guy was trying to tell me like, we need to tax the rich more and do this and do that and whatever to like, build a bunch of shit and do all this like cool stuff or whatever. But again, it just ties back to you gotta be fair to everyone like across the board. Like you can't extending certain like punishments on people just because they're different from you is no different whether it's the rich doing it to the poor or the poor doing it to the rich. You know what I'm saying? So the whole like eat the rich thing, like it just doesn't. There's no real logic to it. Like remember the question that I asked the other day when we had like the room full of people, whatever, where it was like, oh, would you allow the government specifically to take a $5 tax from you every month to ensure that every American had Amazon Prime, and then they give that $5 from every single tax-paying American directly to Amazon to ensure that every American had Amazon Prime, and unanimously the room was okay with it.
Well, I mean, I was okay with it because if it was that five, theoretically speaking, if it was $5 and it came out to less than the actual membership, it made
Right.
sense,
Well,
right?
no, but of course, when it's a group rate, of course you're getting a significant discount, right? And so if you do the math on it, every taxpaying American, whatever, like, but my point in that is like all this shit, like all these different laws or whatever that like people are trying to make where their intentions are really good. You can have great intentions and then not be focusing on the actual end goal, just focusing on what your intentions are. And that's not the way to do it. Good intentions are I have good intentions that this will be the outcome. So instead of looking at like I want to do this to get that outcome, what should happen is people should look at, well, what's the actual best solution for everyone, not just for a marginalized group or whatever, but what's the best solution for everyone who's actually going to be impacted by this to reach this goal? Because when you look at people fighting in the political spectrum or whatever, for the most part, like people generally have the same goals. Like we want to be safer and have cleaner streets and like live better lives. Like nobody would really disagree with each other on the actual end goals. Where we disagree and where we have these huge falling outs is how to actually get there. And that's the dumbest fucking thing ever because like having ideas is great. Like we can, even if your idea is wrong, it's fine because we can discuss why it's not the best solution, and then we can use that to build onto what actually is the best solution. But people get so stuck in like, no, I want it to be my idea. That's the idea that makes it that thing. And so that's why you get stupid fucking laws passed like that, where Cali is allowing people to steal $950 a day because emotionally
That's
you
reckless,
feel like
man.
you're helping, but you're not. You're it's a hindrance to the people who have actually legitimately built up a business and are trying to do right by the
I'm just
community.
stuck on the 950. I feel like that was like no, somebody did that on purpose. That doesn't even sound right. That doesn't even sound for food. Your argument was food and 950 was the number.
So that's generally what the thesis was behind it was like, oh, these people are hungry. All they're doing is stealing food. We gotta just.
Who spends $950 a day on food?
I guess maybe what it was is because you all right. So let's talk, so by the numbers, right? Let's say the average home in California, where it's very expensive to live, maybe they do spend $950 a month on food.
A month.
And so by that logic, maybe it's just they're saying like, if they go in there and they get up to, well, it can't be over 1,000, so it's less than 1,000, 950, like I don't know
No.
exactly how they came up with the number, but they came up with the
No.
number somehow, and either
Because
way,
here's
it's
the next
fucking
question: where are
stupid.
they gonna put all that food?
I get it.
There's no logic to that.
I get it, and like I'm saying, in order to actually be successful in passing laws that make sense, not just for the people again who are marginalized, because we do want to help them, but we don't want to help people in a way that's hindering more people than we're helping, just because oh well these people have money already, so it's fine. Like that's not. I don't believe that that's right. I mean, I'm not really for a whole lot of government anyway, but
It is what it is. Anyways, let's take a look at the chat, guys. We've been talking over here about California law.
we got Crypto Gal in the chat. We have Alejandro in the chat.
Hey, Crypto Gal. Hey, Alejandro. Thanks for tuning in.
We have Allegria. I think I got that right.
Alegria. Hello, Alegria.
My summer body is going to be lit after I run out of rice and bread. Well, sorry about that.
No. Oh no.
Sorry about that.
Go to the grocery store. You'll be fine.
I made a little video which I can't post because still banned from fucking Twitter. But I made a video I can't post where like I went to Walmart the other day and like it took me a while to find a section that didn't have like that they were restocking, but like it was actually empty. And it was like you know, at Walmart where they have like the rotisserie chickens like near the bakery,
Right.
and then obviously at the end of the day they don't have no more there because they're not making them at, like in the middle of the night or whatever. So I went there, like I took a video, like, oh no, you know, Walmart doesn't have any food, and then I spun the camera around. I was like, oh, just fucking kidding, like it's fine. Like,
Well,
relax.
it hasn't hit here yet. It's not. I mean, so the only places you'll
Just let me
see
meme, dog.
that are empty,
Like, let me meme.
like realistically, is only going to be medicine, antibacterial hand soaps, hand sanitizers, alcohols, masks, maybe gloves. I've been seeing a lot of gloves. People haven't been buying gloves as much as they were at first. And detergents and sanitary paper. That's it.
True.
That's really all it's going to be missing from the stores.
Pro tip, and it's not one that I like personally recommend, but if you are in a pinch, baking soda can be used as a detergent. A lot of detergents actually add baking soda for like extra like whitening and whatever else power and stuff. So you can use
It's
that.
mostly like it's not like
And you can also use apple cider vinegar in a pinch if you have to as a detergent. It'll clean it, but
it's not that
it's not
there's
gonna
like
smell great.
it's not that there's not detergent. It's that specifically anything that's antibacterial, like Clorox wipes or Lysol spray,
Yeah.
cannot be found. So you can go to the store and you can buy like Tide and whatever, or whatever you need. It's just specifically anything that's antibacterial is on a high demand. I'm able to find bleach pretty easy though. I haven't had an issue finding bleach. So,
Bleach?
Yeah.
I fuck with bleach.
Yeah. Bleach is not a issue, but I mean, there's only so many things you can actually use bleach for household cleaning. When it comes to personal cleaning and hands and all that, that's a different story. But you can make your own hand sanitizer in case you didn't know.
Dime, how you do this?
So all you need to do is you need to take alcohol if you can find alcohol, and if you go to the corner store, you will find it there. I promise.
Or
what?
I'm just gonna put this out there because I told you this earlier and you said I never even heard of that. If you need something that has a very high alcohol content, go to a liquor store because liquor stores are still stocked, right?
Right.
And look for Everclear.
Or Ray and Nephew.
Okay. Technically, no. Sort of. However, Everclear is a very, very, very high proof. I think it's like 180 proof grain alcohol. So that's like a 90% alcohol or some dumb shit like that. Like it's really not like you're supposed to like mix it, but like sometimes people like it's like hillbilly shit. Like they'll do shots of it or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's very dangerous. Don't do that.
You should never. Like
so
you
yes,
will fucking
so
die.
supposedly you can get Everclear, but also some places they do sell it online as well. So you can find it online. There's very few places that you can find it online. Go to the corner store. You may have better luck finding it there than anywhere else. Or go to the liquor store, get some Everclear. You need some aloe vera gel. Where do you find aloe vera gel? With the sunscreen section. You see, when people burn, people of the Caucasus Mountains burn.
Caucasus Mountains, got it.
They need something to cool their skin. Sorry. And usually gets aloe vera, and they sell it by the sunscreen. So if you even go to the dollar store, there's plenty of aloe vera there. If you go to Walmart, Target, you'll find plenty of it. It's not running low. Mix that and maybe an essential oil if you want a certain smell, and boom, you're good to go. Sunscreen, hand sanitizer. That's it. So, now you know.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, or you can just put some alcohol in a spray bottle and spray it on your hands. Call it a day.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So not that big of a deal, guys. But yeah. So
basically, wash your ass. I mean, I can't stress this enough. Just definitely wash your ass. I mean, because you'd be surprised. A lot of people sometimes they don't wash their ass and they don't wash behind their ears neither. I really don't get it. So if you're one of those people, like you're more susceptible to getting coronavirus just because you're dirty. So just wash your ass. I mean, that's step one. Obviously, all the stuff that she said too, like good knowledge. But I mean, it all starts with your ass. So just wash it.
So anyways, guys, back to crypto because we kind of talked about everything.
Whoa, is it time to do a giveaway? Sort of. Not that I'm specifically myself giving anything away. However, I was tasked with picking a winner live on the air. So if you're here from Bravo Coin, say some shit.
Why are you so vulgar?
Fuck it.
Anyways, hi guys. So yeah, we're gonna be picking a winner, to win. Was it 2,000 Bravo coin?
You want to know why I'm so vulgar? Because I got banned on Twitter for using the name of a garden tool, and that's bullshit. And you know what? This right here, this is my swag, okay?
They ban you for saying ho?
Yeah. And I didn't even say it towards a lady. I said it about a man who I did not tag in the post. I did say the word hoe like 6 times, though. Yo, the story
Twitter's
is
getting sensitive, dude.
the story is the algo is wacky, bro. Like the story is I heard a song from an artist who happens to have gone to high school either at the same high school that I went to and or a different high school in the very near vicinity. Not going to get too specific in case there's some diggers out there cuz I know people like to like dig into shit. And this artist, you know how like I love scammer rap or whatever, just started rapping about scammer rap, like, and he's like a major like big artist or whatever. So like a lot of big artists are now doing it because I called it. I'm really good at trends. Scammer rap is gonna be a hot thing. If there's a way to invest in it, I would say to do it, but there's not. But anyways, so he raps about scamming shit or whatever. He came out with this new song, and it's an amazing song. I love it. Up until he references someone else I also went to high school with, may or may not have, and that person also again may or may not have actually scammed me IRL back in my more younger, naive days, fresh out of high
Oh
school
my
type
god.
shit. You know, may or may not have just had a baby right around that general time frame. So I guess technically not fresh out of high school, but still a young boy in the world trying to grow up and figure out how to be a man type shit. And so one thing I want to make clear, can confirm that that was an accurate reference in the song as a scam whatever, because he says I'll call up this person because he has this for this price. That is accurate. I can confirm that. He is one of that person is one of the reasons why in a specific city that I am also not going to name, that I used to may or may not have lived in. That's the reason why there's a new FBI building over there. So not specifically just that one person, but he was a major reason why there's a whole ass FBI building in a city that starts with an M and
Yes.
ends with an
R?
Iramar.
Miramar. Wow. You're stupid. That's funny.
So, anyways, yeah, that's my story of how I got banned. I tweeted this artist, and I said, hey, really digging this new song. It's fantastic, except for when you shouted out such and such person. Such and such person is a hoe. I know such and such person in real life, can confirm, is a hoe. Anyone that's followed me from back in the day, whatever, because I had a bunch of followers before like the whole Bitcoin weatherman situation. So I was like, anyone that's been following me forever, like excuse me, this person in real life, like you could probably go tell him that I said that he's a hoe. And so someone somewhere got offended and reported me, I think, and or maybe I just said the word hoe like 7 times, and I got banned one day for each hoe. So
That's so sad.
really sad. And the shittiest part about Twitter bans or like suspensions or whatever is like, at least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like it doesn't start until like you go to the page where it's like you're suspended or whatever. Then like the timer starts. So I could have been sitting there for like however many hours or whatever before the actual ban kicked in because I didn't look at my notifications. I was doing shit. So
Well, sorry to hear.
yeah.
Maybe just don't do that again.
Yeah, I mean, grand scheme, I actually defended Jack Dorsey today because somebody was saying, Jack Dorsey, such and such, this and that. And I was like, nah, he's a great guy. Like, think about how much easier he makes our lives. Like, and then it was funny because me and that person recently had a transaction on Cash App. I was like, yo, just think about a time where, like, this wasn't possible. Like, where you could send me money, but you couldn't send it directly from your debit card right to my debit card. And I get it instantly, albeit for a small fee. Like, you got to give credit where credit's due. Like sometimes people, do things that may not be great, but to to hold them like so much accountable for that, but then not give them credit for like how much easier they make our lives. It's a little wacky.
I'm trying to see if there's like any like other crypto news besides the market being terrible and
That's
Ethereum
it.
falling 43%.
That's
and
it.
Bitcoin falling under
Baby
this.
doll, let me tell you
and-
something right now. That's
But
it.
that's honestly all there is. It's really sad. It's really sad. People are predicting that the bottom is 3,000, but I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so.
Somebody sent me a thing. I might talk about it. What is this? What? There's a hackathon for COVID-19. What is this?
All right, guys. So there's a COVID-19 hackathon. If you're interested in the hackathon, is there a winner? How does that work?
I don't
What is
know,
that?
but Crypto Gal is in there. That's my dog. I fuck with Crypto Gal.
Shout out to Crypto Gal.
Yo, if y'all don't know who Crypto Gal is, honestly, like, just close this stream right now and just go find her and then follow her and then come back, honestly, because she's lit. Very, very, very cool person that you should definitely look into.
People
but
are blaming the
apparently-
travel bans for crippling crypto.
Okay, I don't think so.
I don't think so. And it's it literally has to do with what I said specifically. Everybody is cashing out on their rainy day. You're supposed to save 30% of your, paycheck a year to go towards a rainy day, whatever it is. Now is that rainy day and
True.
everyone is cashing out.
Well,
Anyone who has money in the market, because this is happening, is pulling out and it's dropping, and then everyone who else is freaking out, they're pulling out and it's dropping. That is what's happening.
I mean, to be fair though, like you said, you're supposed to have that rainy day fund, but think about how possible that is for just the average person, right?
It's not, which if people have money in the market, like I have money in the market, but I don't have a rainy day fund. I'm not necessarily at the point where I need to pull it out.
Some people's money in the market is their rainy day fund, and that's where the issue is, right? Because so the first thing that you should do, right, before you start investing, and they don't really you don't learn this in school or whatever, but the first thing you should do before you start investing is technically you should have 6 months to 12 months of just living money, right? Whatever your rent is, this, that, like your bare minimum, like I can survive and not die for 12 months.
They talk about it, but people
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
ever save. What happens? You get money, you want to travel, you go out to places, you spend it, you spend the money on the bills. You go, oh, I have enough money to buy a new car now. Let me get a new car,
Facts.
and then people just always want stuff.
Facts.
And then one day you come and you realize, like, I don't know, today, yesterday, whenever you decide to realize that this was happening, none of that stuff actually really matters because you need money to, like, live. Because if case scenario, you need to self-quarantine for weeks at a time for whatever reason, who's generating money? Your car is not going to be giving you any money. It's just going to be costing you money.
Right. Well, a lot of people don't realize, they think that having a car and a house or whatever, those are all assets. But if you're not generating money from those things, those are all liabilities.
They are liabilities. That is correct.
And it becomes apparent when you no longer have the money to pay for those things that require money, but you don't have it, and they're not generating any revenue for you. That's why I always tell people, like, why the fuck would you just rent? Like, why would you buy a house? Your first property that you own, someone else should be paying, like, money to you for that property. Like, you shouldn't be just living there all willy-nilly, like, oh, look at me, I'm living the American dream, I'm so cute. No, you're living the fucking sucker's dream if you went to college and then you still have college debt, but it's fine, let me buy this house and have kids and all this shit. Like, no, you're stuck now. Like, don't fucking do that. Do not do that.
Yeah, no, the first thing I would definitely do, so personally I do want property, but I also would want to buy, like here's a proper way to buy property if you want to buy property and then build off that property. Get a duplex, at least. Maybe a quadplex. Maybe an apartment building.
Remember that quadplex I showed y'all, like, maybe, like, 6-7 months ago? That
Yeah.
was, like, so fucking perfect. Like, they had 4 tenants that were just, like, the past, like, 6 years consistent, like, no late payments type shit. Like, they were just ready. Whew! The price was right, but, like, I might have to check back into that because now...
Housing market went down. We'll check. But, I mean, that is the proper way to buy property. Because what happens is, let's say you buy a quadplex, and, at that point in time, you're generating money, but it's split up into 4 sections. You can rent out 3 parts of the home while you live in one.
Okay, wait a minute. You're saying if I buy this place, right, and my mortgage is, I don't know, $2,500 per month, and I rent each of those individual units out for $1,000 per month, that means that I'm making $500 more than what my mortgage is worth. So that covers my internet and everything else and whatever else, blah blah blah. So now I live somewhere for free. Wow. And wait a minute, can I do that more than once?
You sure can.
Oh my goodness.
And that's how people end up
Wait a minute.
actually owning property.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you're telling me, wait, so if I did that one time, okay, so there's 4, but then there's 3, and then I'm in 1, but then I do it again with another 4, but I don't live in one of those, that means I get $4,000 per month if I'm doing it for $1,000 a month?
Yes, Tim. Yes.
But my mortgage is still only $2,500?
Well, no, now you own 2.
Well, so the mortgage is $5,000, but between the two, I'm making out like a fucking bandit. Is this what people do? They use other people's money to generate revenue?
Right. I mean,
Wow.
that's kind of how it works.
Wow.
Guys, it's really important to like
Unbeknownst to me.
understand how markets work and how money actually works and how to make your money work for you, because that's actually what you want to do. You want to make money work for you. Anyone who's into cryptocurrency, you are here because you want to not only make some money, sure, the technology to push forward, but you want money to work for you.
I don't think that that's the case. I don't think a lot of people realize what it actually means to make money work for you, right? Like, you know, I watch a lot of Grant Cardone and like people
They
like
might
that
not
or whatever.
understand it, but that's what they want in the long run. When you break it down.
I think that if you explain it to them, they would say, yeah, of course that's what I want. But I don't think that they really understand that, right? I don't think people understand this concept where like, it doesn't matter what your bank account looks like right now, because in order for you to actually get money, other people need to take money from their bank account and put it into your bank account, right? There's not you can't just, oh, I'm smart, I got a college degree, money is happening now. Like, you have to somehow convince someone or some number of people to take money from their personal holdings and put it into your personal holdings. And when you dumb shit down like that, it makes it painfully apparent that, okay, now that the money is just sitting there in your holdings, it's being lazy. Why the fuck does the money get to be lazy when I'm out here busting my ass every day? Rich people don't do that. Rich people, like, just look at what rich people do and mimic that on whatever scale you can and scale it up as often as possible. Eventually, you will get there. And if you don't get there, it's okay. You have to realize you're not just living for you, especially when you have a family, right? Like, it would be irresponsible of anyone who is a mother or a father to not try to at least have some sort of a business. Just try some shit. So at very least, even if it doesn't succeed, even if they're not good at real estate or this or that or whatever it is, and they failed miserably, they can pass down those lessons of failure to their children. You know what I'm saying? At very least, you should have something like, okay, here's what not to do, right? Mm-hmm. Otherwise, as a parent, regardless of how, you know, you put food on the table, this, that, whatever, you're not making the next generation any better. And so I find, like, when parents are like, oh, I never went to school, but you have to go to school, that's them taking the lazy way out. That's them trying to impart what they should be doing to instill, you know, this type of information into their kids on someone else. Letting that responsibility go to somebody else who they don't know and don't trust. And the thing about it is, you're trusting people who aren't rich to teach your children, well, here's how you can make money in the world. That's crazy. I would never want to listen to anybody who wasn't rich tell me how to make money in the world. Regardless that, okay, you're teaching me a skill and whatever, so I can, you know, I'm college certified or whatever the fuck. I have a degree, whatever the fuck. Like, that's great, but I'm learning from people that are making 50 to 100,000 per year. That's not the bracket I'm trying to be in. That's not the bracket I'm trying to, like, leave a legacy with my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, That's
why it's really important to pick up mentors.
Right. But, so, okay, so another pro tip for y'all before we get into this giveaway. You need to surround yourself with people who you wouldn't mind either trading places with or that have a lot of insight for you and that are actually going to better you. Because you are the 5 people that you're around most. Regardless of how you see it, you know, when I met you, you were always like really snappy and like not snappy like in a bad way, but like you always had like a quick comeback or whatever. But now the comebacks are getting wittier and wittier and wittier because we hang out. And then you hang out with other people that give you other skills too, and I've seen you grow in other ways as well. Like you hang out with your video editing people, right? And they impart that knowledge onto you, and that's helped you grow in your own, you know what I'm saying, realm. So choosing the people that you hang out with the most is very important because you are, you know, all of those people
Yeah,
wrapped
you
up.
tend to pick up people's habits.
Right. And so if you hang out with a bunch of bums that you knew from high school or whatever the fuck, that's great, that you're allegiant and that you have, friends from days of old or whatever. But if they not getting money, get the fuck out of here. Like it is what it is. Like, and I hate to say that, but maybe that's not you. Maybe you're okay with volunteering at a soup kitchen and taking your currency in smiles. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't eat smiles. So I don't take that as
I
payment.
volunteered at the soup kitchen.
And I used to volunteer at the soup kitchen back in the day too. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? But like I'm not really. And I was explaining to somebody else the other day, and they didn't get it at first, and then they understood it. But like I don't think that you have the luxury of volunteering at a soup kitchen if you're not already at a certain level. And here's why. Yes, maybe you could be feeding, 30 to 100 people every Saturday, right? And that's beautiful. That's a really it's a good feeling. I loved working at a soup kitchen. After I would finish feeding everybody, I would get my plate and I would go sit out there and we'd have conversations and I would learn people's stories, you know what I mean? Like but you could be doing so much more. And if you want to be spending time on shit, like helping people, you have to also be accepting of the fact that time is the most valuable resource that you have. It's more of a currency than money is. Like as a currency, it's more valuable than money, right? So if you're comfortable with giving up your time, actually realize how valuable that is compared to you learning and mastering a skill, however long that would take, and then using that skill to generate money, and then using that money to feed even more people. You know what I'm saying? Like there's
Okay.
there's just you if your goal really is like, oh, I really like to be helpful and whatever, you have to be selfish a little bit in the beginning. Build yourself up. When you're on an airplane, right, and they're telling you like, oh, the floaties and blah blah blah, and when this comes down, you put on your air mask first, and then the children and everyone else around you. Why? Because if I can't help me, I can't help you. And if I'm in a position where I'm just barely over this mark and then I spend time trying to help you, I'm always going to be at this mark. And I'll never be able to provide any more help than I'm currently providing. So if you really actually care about people, you should be a little bit selfish in the beginning. Build your shit up and then really help people. Because if you actually maximize your time, you'll be way more impactful in the world. So that's my little 2 cents on that. I don't even know how we really got here, honestly, but that's
It's a
my
crypto variety show.
yeah.
All right,
And
so
I'm glad
we're
we switched
supposed
it
to
up.
give a giveaway, guys. We're supposed to do a giveaway. So, what's up with this giveaway, Tim?
All right, so the tweet was from Crypto Nani, aka Claire. Love her so much. She's out in Australia. Not gonna say where
Australia.
or what or anything. But what I will say is that she was previously one of our like probably like biggest fans, right? Like she would be on the stream like religiously.
Right.
And there was one stream where we had Adam from Bravo Coin. And fun fact for everybody out there, this was like the first time that they'd done any press or interview or whatever. Like our show was the first time, like, because I knew Adam from I don't know, maybe the Totally Crypto group on Facebook or some shit, like some just random fucking group where like people are shilling their stuff and just learning and whatever together. And so like we connected, and I was like, oh man, this is dope. Like we should do a thing. Like let's I'll get you on Drunk Crypto. It's like so much fun. You could drink if you want to. If not, like I get it. Branding, whatever. Anyway, so his first time doing any type of press or whatever was on Drunk Crypto. And so that was the first time that all of our people found out about it too. Claire being one of them, because she used to like religiously watch the show. And so her Bravo versary is coming up, right? Like her like year of being in the Bravo app. Which if you guys don't know what it is, just a short plug for them because Adam is the homie. It's like a review app, kind of like Yelp or like how you can review on Google. And I think all three of us that are sitting in this room right now, the one on the control boards and the me and Annalise, I think we're all Google guides because like we've done so much reviews or whatever.
Just about.
I'm like a level 20 some shit or like 30 some shit.
I
Google
honestly
guide.
have not reviewed anything this year. I'm not gonna lie. I should probably do that.
Right. My reviews hold like so much weight in Google that if I review a place with my like email that I don't really share it, whatever. But like if I review a place with the one that you know about, it pops up first unless there's other guides there like that have a higher level than me. Like my review is like very very weighted, so it's like kind of cool. But I don't get anything for that other than a level 30 Google guide. Like, here I
Really, I've
am.
gotten like free pizza and stuff.
They send like little shit here and there, but it's not like. What I mean by that, I don't get anything is like there's nothing consistently tangible that's like, oh, I should review because my reviews are important and it matters to me for XYZ reason. Whereas with Bravo Coin, as you know, your reviews are peer reviewed, so people will vote on them, and excuse me, depending on how many votes you get and whatever else, if people find your review to be useful, you receive Bravo back for that, which is the coin. Like Bravo, like not only do you get something, but you're also applauding or not
Bravo.
right. It's a cute name. So that's the whole thesis behind it. And Adam's a great guy. He actually just released Rebuzz, which is another app that's kind of like Bravo, but
So I'm not gonna lie, all these social media apps have gotten me like overwhelmed.
I've been
So I have
trying to
not
keep up.
touched it.
Yeah,
Adam, don't hate me if you're watching. It's not you. It's everyone else.
right. And then also, just the sign up process. Well, no, you're different. My sign up process was a little bit interesting. Like I had to actually work with Adam to get my account set up, just the way that I am as a human being, whatever. But for the most part, it's pretty easy. You should be able to connect right with Twitter, and it just works. And now it's actually in the Play Store on Android, so all of the Android users get to jump in. No big deal.
Cool.
So, anyways, without further ado, in the chat somewhere, I left a link to a specific tweet where it says, giveaway 2,000 Bravo coin, win 1,000 Bravo coin. Oh, I'm sorry, and 4 prizes of 250. So I got to choose 5 people right now.
All right, guys. So one of 5 people, or well, 5 of 5 people are gonna win, but like you can be one of 5 people.
Yeah.
If you haven't either liked, retweet this tweet. You know what? Drop it in the chat again so they know where it is.
So it is. I just recently did it, but I will do it again.
Yeah.
But
So in case
it's like,
anybody wants
it's
to
right
do it,
there.
in case you want to catch it, it's 2,000 Bravo that's being given away. I think Adam said he was gonna set up a store eventually. So there's gonna be things that you can purchase with the Bravo from that store. So it's gonna be
Man,
cool.
I wish I had this information, but there's you look excited over there, but before we finish that, can I have another beer, please? Can you beer me? Perfect. I forgot what exchange it was, but Bravo's
Can I
on a
have
new
one,
exchange.
Thanks. Oh yeah, you told me that.
I forgot, but it's a pretty good exchange. It's not like just a little like rinky dink. Not that they were on like rinky dink stuff before, but like when you're self funding everything, and you're not already a billionaire, you don't just have like, oh yeah, it's $1 million to go on the exchange, no big deal. Here's a fucking $1 million. Like the EOS people got on whatever exchange they wanted because they just had a fucking ton of money, to just throw around. Even though obviously we're seeing now that DPoS is not the wave, but I digress.
Shout out to Justin.
Anyways, Jesus Christ. Anyways, so yeah, whatever. We're gonna choose some people. Looks like maybe I got another owl here. Got an owl. All right, so we're gonna choose some people now. What I am doing is that link that I put in the chat. That's what I'm looking at. So it has to correlate back to there. So I'm gonna name every single person here. So if you want to find these people on Twitter, go for it. McLovin, his GIF was the owl from the Tootsie Roll commercial. Personally, I really, this was like my childhood right here, like 80s, 90s, like old cartoon commercial type shits. Like that kind of was my childhood. Let's see here. Then we got David, who didn't put an owl GIF, but put in penguins. And you know what?
I had penguins on my screen. I love penguins.
You know what?
I want to go to the Sandwich Islands.
As like the leader of like the Owl Coalition or whatever the fuck it's called, we don't beef with penguins, so that's fine. There are some birds that we beef with, but penguins are all right. Penguins are all right. So we're gonna count David K. We're also gonna count Ryan because not only did he put owl emojis, he hashtagged the word owl, and has a fucking picture of Mr. Owl. Who is that? No, who is that?
I don't know.
Just Owl. I
An
think.
owl. An owl.
Just Owl from Winnie the Pooh. I think is his name. Is Owl.
Maybe.
Anyways, reads a lot of books. Um, this one's fine. Now here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
That one's
so
funny.
a lot of people don't know this. However, if you send me the meme about the owl talking to Jonathan, you win every time. Okay? There's one specific meme, and I'm not gonna tell you like what it is or whatever. You gotta go find it, whatever the fuck. But there's a meme about an owl, and he's talking to John. No, I want the beer though. I can talk and beer at the same time.
I actually wanted to get the Elgato. I need that.
You have it,
No, that's the Cam Link. I need the Elgato.
so go around. What do you want?
I don't know where over there it was. I didn't see it.
It's not mine. I don't have it. Poppy, that's yours. I don't know where your toys is at.
All right, Spider-Man. Anyways,
Yeah.
so
So here, that's cold.
yeah.
Where was I? Anyways, so yeah, there's one specific GIF that if you send me the one about the owls and Jonathan, like you almost will win like every time because it's the fucking funniest thing. And I haven't looked at almost any of these, so I don't know if it's there or not. So Crypto Wealth has the Angry Birds, John, and that's pretty fire. Let's see here. Okay, this one's another classic. Now here's a hint. If somebody tells you like, oh, there's a contest, like use GIFs or whatever, you want to use the ones that aren't on the first page. Because as you can imagine, what with me being the leader of the Owl Club that's made for you and me, I've seen a lot of these already. Because people send me owl GIFs literally like 5 times a day. So you gotta just, be cognizant of that. I'll always love this one.
Ooh, yeah, the one with the head.
So Crypto Novice 79, that one's pretty good. We'll accept that. Someone at Bravo, we're gonna go ahead and accept that. Let's see here. We got Buffalo Gal, and I like this one, or Buffalo Girl, excuse me. And I like this one because it's, she came in and it was like, oh, am I late? Did I miss it? I like that one. I like that one a lot. Very inquisitive owl. Really, really, really nice. Okay, this one, Alejandro Baquero.
Okay, that owl looks like it's about
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You see that one?
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I'm not sure.
Its face, it's like
We're gonna count it. Okay. We got one from Crypto Gal, and it's just an emoji. I'm not gonna hold that, against you. Let's see here. Rob, again, like I said, I see the same ones a lot. So the one where it's owl going around in a circle and the head stays, the same. I've seen that one a lot, guys. So let's, spruce
Why
it
are you
up.
so critical?
Because I just want them to know how to win the next one.
Oh my god.
Now this one right here, this owl love right here, okay? This cat is kissing on this owl right now. I'm with it. Okay, that's owl love right there. I feel loved. This one, I love this one because sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I'm just like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Okay.
Okay. So that one's from Ashton Michaels. Cool. So you're in there, Ashton Michaels. Then we got Crypto Crawl. Crypto Crawl got the head moving owl again. This one is it's one of my favorites. I really enjoy this one. It's just, it looks so cute. Okay, Crypto Dan. First of all, I didn't see this one because I didn't like it, obviously, so that means I didn't see it. But also, wow. I'm enjoying this owl right now. It's making me happy.
Very sassy.
I'm feeling it's a very sassy owl. I'm feeling very good about that one. So now that we've reviewed all of the official entries, with the exception of maybe we got 2 more. Okay, we got that's it. Okay, so now we reviewed all the official entries. I will be picking the grand prize winner. Okay, last. So I'm gonna allow you to pick one of the first ones. So you just tell me. I'm not even gonna look. You just tell me when.
I liked. Okay. You're looking.
I know you said okay, and I got scared. Scrolling on the
That one.
This one?
Yeah.
All right, so Rondo Global at Rondo Global on Twitter won one of the 250s. So congratulations, Rondo Global. I actually also really like this one. Very, very cute. One of the ones that I'm gonna absolutely have to pick as the winner of one of them. Let's see here. That was a good one. Let's see here. So, you know what? We're gonna go Buffalo Girl. And the reason why we're gonna do
Congratulations, Buffalo Girl.
this is because I really love this meme or this GIF where this owl is popping up, very inquisitive. Did I miss it? Honestly, you didn't miss it because you're winning right now, and you're a winner. And even if you weren't a winner, you're still a winner in my book. So you're all winners.
You know what we need? We need an iCarly button with sound effects.
I am building a sound kit.
But can it be an iCarly button?
Maybe. I don't have money to buy like a separate thing right now, and I want like an
We
actual
can build
thing.
one.
I could, but again, I don't have the money to build that.
I'm sure it's not that expensive to build. We'll figure it out. Anyways, continue.
Annalise, it's not expensive, okay? What I'm trying to say is I don't fucking have the money.
Continue.
God damn you.
That's not the point.
So you're gonna pick the next one. Go ahead with that. Oh, we got a couple last minutes in this bitch. Oh, a couple last minutes in this bitch. Wow.
No, but we already started.
Couple last minutes in here. Wow. You know who one of these last minutes was?
Who?
Someone who's been to Woe Hop. Shout out. Shout out D Robinson. Have you seen this motorcycle before? I'm sure you have. We've talked. Me and you have had a conversation about this restaurant. I know I've had a conversation with Jerome about this restaurant where you got to go downstairs. This is like the official like Chinese spot that you want to go to when you go to NY, right? Like there's a couple other ones. Don't get me wrong, but like this one is like they got celebrities on the wall type shit. Like this is the spot. Anyways, so we'll get your entry in there, D Robinson. Some number of numbers after the name. Let's see here. Scrolling on a river. Let's just go right back to this one and look in there.
Okay, I'm gonna count to 5. You're gonna scroll and I'm gonna pick. Ready?
All right, go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop.
Okay, so Crypto Novice 79 with the owl that's going like this. In there, baby. Got you.
Congratulations, Crypto Knob 75. You have won.
Or Crypto Novice 79. No big deal. Everything's fine.
75.
Everything's fine.
Congratulations again. All right, we got one.
So there's one more 250. I'm gonna do the same thing you did. 1, 2. I'm scrolling up and down. 3, 4, 5. Wow. Crypto Dan with the very, very, very sassy head moving back and forth owl. You have also won 250, and I think that's our last 250.
It is our last 250.
Okay.
We've had pick 4 winners. Guys, if you have won, please contact us on Twitter. If you have heard your name, please contact us on Twitter. Are you guys contacting anyone?
I'm gonna contact them. And
You're
let
gonna
them know that
contact
they've
them.
won,
So we
and
will
then
contact you.
I'll also let Crypto Nanny know that they've won. Now there is one super grand prize winner that I have not picked yet. Okay, now the talent show or the costume, whatever contest that we just did for best dressed owl, we're not going to use that same thing. There apparently is some way to like really actually choose like a winner at random, and so I am going to try that now. I don't know how to do it, and I did not plan at all whatsoever because I had a gig today and I sat in traffic from 5. I left Miami at 5. At 4:59 is when I got to the car.
That was a mistake.
Well, I didn't want to sit there and just look at people's faces. So the fastest thing to do was just to grin and bear it. And boy, did I bear it.
Well,
Hold on. So let's see here. Pick Twitter winner. Retweet picker. Boom.
there's a retweet picker?
Boom.
That's
Retweet
cool.
picker. Boom. Hopefully it works. Because it wasn't my tweet.
Corona. Nope.
Corona.
Lysol spray. Lysol.
2019.
Get Lysol.
Wait.
Did you actually see parents were spraying down their children with Lysol, like when they were coming home from school? Did you see that?
2319. 2019.
What? Leave my knee alone. But did you see that?
I did not see it.
Guys,
because
if
I've been
you
busy
watch
lately.
Fox News, and I think it was in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken.
Welcome. Looks like you're using an ad blocker.
There was
obviously. Fuck is
a
wrong with
recording of a parent talking about, nobody wants their children getting sick and blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you've seen the meme or the gif of the lady with the plastic bags around her shoes, literally suffocating herself and around her face and all this stuff. and she has a garbage bag on. Like, in that same, like, news, like, piece, there was a man, his child. This was his child. This was the man. This was a man spraying down his, literally, even his face. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. In my life, have I ever seen someone spraying down their child with Lysol spray. Like, I was baffled. I was like, there's no way this man just dead ass sprayed his child down with Lysol spray in the face and all.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Like, he would not let this kid get in his car.
Here's the thing. This thing is
Wild.
really cool, but it doesn't work because it's not my tweet.
Oh.
So technically, I can't do this. So technically, I picked the 4 winners, and because I want it to be fair and transparent and like whatever, I'm gonna let her do it because it's her tweet. Just to be fair and transparent, because it won't. It like watch, look, confirm for me. Watch, you ready? I'm not touching nothing. That's what. Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in. But
Well,
it says,
it looks like it's saying it can't do it.
it says this status does not belong to you, and so I can't. It won't let me pick it.
Okay.
Which is weird, but it's. I mean, that's fine though. Like, it's just look and see if someone retweeted it. But I guess technology is not cool. Anyway, so I did pick 4. That's where I'm gonna stop.
I mean, what you
for
could
the
do
night.
is you can count the number of whatever and then have like a random number picker and have it pick the number and then find the number.
Then I'll have to assign everyone a number.
No, everyone's number one. Like, just count how many tweets.
Oh, like just do a random number generator between like 1 and. All right, so
How many tweets? Yeah.
Watch.
Like, do you get me?
Nah, I feel you. So 10 retweets and 18 likes. So we're gonna do. Got you, mad easy. We're gonna do a random number picker. Watch, boom, real smart. Min max, perfect. So between 1 and 18, I'm not even looking. What number is that?
5.
Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Technically, it was Ryan Berg, the winner. who-
5 would be Ryan.
Honestly, I mean, he did what he's supposed to. So he retweeted it. He liked the thing. He follows on YouTube. You know, he put an owl emoji. He put an owl hashtag and an owl GIF. I mean, I can't.
Congratulations, Ryan. You are the grand prize winner for
I
the
can't
Bravo
specifically be mad at
giveaway.
that. So there we go. It was a good call on that random number thing.
That's cool.
Makes
All right.
sense.
Well, there it is, guys. Everyone was picked. I hope that you guys stay tuned for other giveaways. I need to start doing giveaways. I have so much stuff that I want to give away, but I haven't done it.
So I didn't show you yet, but we have a giveaway drawer now.
Do we?
So right over here, you know the new thing I just put here?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom drawer, it's all my things. However, as long as there's doubles, generally speaking, I will okay it for a giveaway. So as long as there's doubles in there, we can do giveaways. And you know how often I bring stuff for giveaways. So there's
Right.
there's some doubles in there.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of
So-
double stuff too. Personally, guys, depending on the cost of the item and the value, just pay for shipping and handling, and we'll be okay.
No. So here's the thing: if it's not a digital giveaway, I'll take care of the shipping to the continental United States. What I will not fucking be doing ever again is saying, "Hey, Annalise, you're my shipping lady. Can you please ship this for me to New Zealand?" And then finding out that it was like fucking $1 million. So we're not gonna do that ever again. However, if you are in
Free
the
shipping to the
continental-
United States. If you guys are outside the United States, unfortunately, you will have to pay for your own shipping, or just not be part of the giveaway.
Right. I mean, you can win digital stuff. However, you know, we got to talk about that because no. When the shipping is more than the thing I'm sending you, I might as well just send you money, like, at that rate, like, honestly. Cause
That is true.
But anyway, so for your first giveaway, I'll figure out how to pay for shipping, and then we'll ship somebody some stuff. So you can do it.
can pay for shipping. But we'll do a giveaway. Anyways, guys, I think that's about it because there's not really anything crazy going on in crypto because of the whole Wu flu. And
Oh, that's true.
oh, that's right. So guys, so tomorrow, as you know, we VR game night over at the Blockchain Center, which I will not be attending because there's a bunch of gross people everywhere. So, because of that, Jerome, our lovely VR guy, he will be in charge, as always, of the not only painting class, but also a competition that's coming up. So, this Friday and next Friday. This Friday, there's going to be a tilt brush class where you can learn how to paint in VR. And you're going to be taught by the global champion. Yes, the global champion, officially titled the global champion of the world because there's only one globe. She basically won.
There's only one globe.
There's only one globe. She officially won the tilt brush competition that was held in VR. And she will be teaching the class at the Blockchain Center tomorrow. So if you're interested in learning how to paint in VR, come out tomorrow. I believe admission is $20, and that will be going towards helping fund not only the competition, there is a grand prize for the competition. So if you do win the competition, you get money. So that's going to be super cool. And the competition itself is going to be the following Friday. So on the 22nd, I believe that is. Am I correct?
Sorry?
22nd, 23rd?
27.
The 27th is next Friday. What day is it?
No, it's the 12th right now.
So it's not next week.
Oh, next week is Beat Saber competition.
Okay, so apparently there's more than one competition. So this Friday is going to be the class. It's a workshop. Come and learn how to paint in tilt brush. Next Friday, there's a Beat Saber competition, which if you win the Beat Saber competition, $500 cash prize.
For Beat Saber?
I will repeat this again. $500 cash prize for the Beat
Alright,
Saber
hold on.
competition.
Wait a minute. Cash?
Cash.
Like cash?
Cash.
Like dirty fiat
$500 cash prize.
for Beat
If
Saber?
you win the Beat Saber competition at the Blockchain Center next Friday, hosted by Bits and Tokens, $500 cash prize. I want to see you there. It's in Miami, guys. So if you're in the Miami area, come out. $500 cash prize.
Wow.
Okay, this is in VR.
That's
So that's gonna be cool. That's gonna be next Friday. Next Friday, $500 cash prize. The Friday following is going to be the art competition. Not only will you get the opportunity to be called the global artist. Whoa.
Boy, if you don't get...
Are you okay? Anyways, not only will you get the opportunity to be called the global champion, as Alice is called now, but I
Lisa?
do believe there's also a prize, and there will also be food and drinks that will be provided. So come out. It's going to be super fun, guys. I know the wolf flews around, but don't let that stop you from enjoying
Whoa.
yourself. Just stay in a corner of the center, away from everybody, and you should be okay.
Now we got tons of hand sandy out there, so...
Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be fun. Honestly, come out. $500 cash prize is not that bad.
To come play some video games and just chill, I mean, regardless, the worst case scenario is you have fun.
So yeah, come out, guys. I'll be putting some stuff on social media throughout the week, and just watch out for that. That's all I have to say.
Gang, we out.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time on the Drunk Crypto Variety